everyone. It's Justin, the person you're watching on YouTube right now. And I'm just here to do my Q&A video. I told everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, I believe I said too, I'm not sure. You tweet me your questions, and I got a couple questions that are pretty good, so I'm going to answer them. Johnny Scarps asks, when did you start your filming career? Well, that's a complex question because basically since 7th grade I've been making videos. I made my first film and it was completed in May 2014. That was Running from Misery. You can check it out on my channel. Check out the final cut, not the work print, because there's a work print on there too, and most people watch that one. I pretty much say I had started in May 2014, as I said. And I'm really happy where it's gone to. Like, I've made about 10 films in little over a year 3 months, which I'm very happy that I've done. And I'm just making more and more. And as you know, my film Tens In has just been accepted to the Rochester Teen Film Festival, and it's going to be showing on August 5th at 5:30. And with all the other 12 finalists. And I'm very excited about that, to see my movie on the big screen. Sean Hilton asks, Star-Lord or Ant-Man? I'd have to say I would rather be Ant-Man because I'd like to be small and be able to sneak into places. Like, that'd just be awesome. I mean, Star-Lord's an awesome guy. I mean, Chris Pratt, you gotta love the guy. I mean, how do you not love the guy? But he doesn't really have any sort of powers in any way. He's still a cool person. Like, I definitely want to be him. Just Ant-Man is awesome. He's Ant-Man. So, yeah. Sean Hilton also asks, have you ever seen Harold and Kumar? I have saw the first one when I was in 7th grade on Comedy Central. I really want to watch that again. I gotta rewatch that. I saw the second one about a year ago. I was obsessed with the third one for some reason when it came out on DVD. Just because it was one of the first R-rated movies I watched, and I just loved it. Especially Neil Patrick Harris's musical number.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Just awesome. Neil Patrick Harris, you gotta love the guy. He's all that in a bag of chips. Head in Duck Clouds asks, how is it starting as a YouTuber? I could use some advice. Well, the best advice I can give you is talk about what you're passionate about. Never make a video that you're just making just so you think it's going to get views. It doesn't matter how many views you get, how many subscribers you have. It matters what you want to post in your heart, what you want to make yourself. I wouldn't really be doing filmmaking if it wasn't for YouTube, because that way I can share some of my smaller projects. Just post the good stuff you have. Say you make a video and you post it online, maybe you get like 3 views, but you never know who's watching it. Just post whatever you want, and then your videos get more professional. Like, if you see on my channel, there's videos from about 3 years ago. It's just crappy stuff I made. I didn't even know how to edit back then. They were just awful, but you can still check them out on my channel if you'd like. Anyway, now you see it through my videos I've improved throughout the years. Sean Hilton has a lot more questions for me. Good old Sean. He asks, what is the meaning of life? I think the meaning of life is to be yourself. Don't let anybody stop you. Just to do what makes you happy. Don't let anybody try to stop who you are. Be yourself. Always be yourself. My favorite superhero. Oh, there's just too many of them. Let me think. I love Iron Man. He's pretty cool. Wouldn't say he's my favorite, though. I feel like I'm going to think of it after I post this video. But, you know. I'm going to say Iron Man I really enjoy looking at. Just because Robert Downey Jr. is awesome. Coolest movie poster. Well, I own a pretty cool Whiplash poster. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, it's not the best. I guess you can kind of see it. And I have my Sharknado 2 poster over here. If any of you saw Sharknado 3, it was actually a lot of fun. And I love this poster. It's my Wolf of Wall Street poster. It has my favorite line.
Yep,
On a daily basis, I consume enough drugs to sedate Manhattan, Long Island, and Queens for a month.
Okay, Mr. Jordan.
I take Quaaludes 10 to 15 times a day for my back pain, Adderall to stay focused, Xanax to take the edge off, pot to mellow me out, cocaine to wake me back up again, and morphine, well, because it's awesome. Want to make
It's what the poster says, okay? Best soundtrack. I'm gonna say a soundtrack that I've listened to so many times. When it comes to just like a straight non-musical movie soundtrack, I gotta say the Boogie Nights soundtrack is fantastic. I always thought the Boogie Nights soundtrack was a perfect accent of the 1970s. And all the songs just feel so fun and bring a whole new vision to the source material. The soundtrack just brings the movie to be so much more fun than it looks like it is. Especially with the big scene with Mark Wahlberg doing the dance in one shot in the club. I'm going to play that scene right now so you can see it. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It just makes the movie so much more fun, even when the movie gets depressing later in the film. I've always loved the song, Spill a wine, take that girl. Spill a wine, take that girl. I'm talking about now. Okay, that was super nerdy, but you understand what I'm saying here. It's a very well done soundtrack, and I've found out some great music from it. It's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. The movie was the soundtrack, and it's just a fantastic film if you haven't seen it. It's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to film is that movie. Your hobbies. Well, I have a lot of hobbies. I do filmmaking a lot. That's what I talk about all the time on my channel. I used to do Connects. It used to be a thing. Oh, I watch a lot of TV. That's a pretty good hobby. I used to do until about half a year ago. I did theater all the time. But I kind of stopped doing that because I was starting to have bad experiences with it. So now I'm kind of focused just on filmmaking. Hopefully that answers your question. Oh, I do collect old film equipment. Let me show you. Alright, well this is one of my prized possessions. I got it at a garage sale once, and then I realized how much it was worth when I left. I got it for $10, and it's worth about $700. It's an authentic Cine Kodak in great condition. I'll show you. I love collecting old camera equipment. Wish I could use it though, but it's very hard to buy film. It's in mint condition. I love this thing. It even still works, there's just no film in it. Johnny Scarps asks, what do you think college will be like? Well, I think college is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be a new stage in my life. I'm a little scared because I'm going to community college to start because my parents are forcing me. Gotta do what you gotta do because I never want to be in debt. I have this big fear of student loans. Like, I am terrified of student loans. I never want to have to take any out. So I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that never happens. So I think college, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm taking 6 classes next semester for my first semester, including 2 film study classes, which I'm excited about. So I think that it's going to be a good experience. Just, it's going to be a culture shock, and it's going to be very different for me. Oh dear. Tyler Curtis 21 asks, do you like cheese? Yes. I do. Jenga 32000 asks, what's the worst video you ever seen? think she means the worst movie I've ever seen. And that's a complex question, because there's I love movies that are bad. I love bad movies that are like so bad it's good. In fact, let me show you some of them. While I was just away, I went downstairs to my movie collection to grab a couple movies that are known as some of the worst ever made. And I'll show you some of them. Well, these are just ones that I own. And one is kind of just personally, I love it. These are movies that I love so much that because they're terrible. Like, they're hilariously bad. Showgirls. Oh my dear lord. I can't believe I spent $14 on this. It's, if you know about it, it's known as one of the worst failures of all time. It's literally about showgirls, and it's just awful. It's just awful. This is a movie you should watch for his hilariousness. Troll 2. It's one of the worst movies ever made, and it's so funny.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my God!
The best line is, "You can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it." And the godfather of bad movies. This is the Citizen Kane, the Schindler's List of bad movies. I know what I'm saying. The Room.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I've watched this DVD so many times because it's so enjoyably bad. They did everything wrong in this movie, and that's what makes it hilarious. I love it. And just because it's 2015 and we ought to remember that this movie is based off the best-selling book of all time, You Did This, America, 50 Shades of Grey. I own this on Blu-ray. I've watched it many times. Not because it's good, because it's terrible. It's so hilarious, though.
You are very young to have amassed such an empire. To what do you
To what do I owe my success?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yes.
Business is about people. And I've always been good at people. What motivates them, what incentivizes them, what inspires them.
Maybe you're just lucky.
Own it on Blu-ray. I spent $27 on this. Well, I have two more questions for you. Well, that were asked to me. Two more questions that are asked to me. They're both from Trooper454, from Instagram, of course. If you could meet one film star, who would it be? I'm going to have to say it would be, it's been my dream to meet Paul Thomas Anderson. Many of you may not know who he is. He's pretty much one of my biggest film idols. He's tied for my favorite director. My two favorite directors are him and Martin Scorsese. So I'd still love to meet Martin Scorsese, but Paul Thomas Anderson, just his films have this amazing narrative. And when I've watched interviews with him, he seems like a person you just want to talk to. So Paul Thomas Anderson's the answer. And also, Trooper454 asks, if you could direct one movie star, who would it be? It would be actually a tie between Leonardo DiCaprio and Felicity Jones. Felicity Jones is a young actress. I think she's in the Star Wars movie. She's been in a couple low-budget indie movies, and she was just in True Story with James Franco. I love James Franco, by the way, gotta say. So I guess it's a tie of 3, because I can't choose just one. It would be a tie between Felicity Jones, James Franco, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Just because Wolf of Wall Street is probably one of the best acting performances I've ever seen. And just to be, talking to him and on set and giving him direction would have the most amazing feeling. So if those 3 were in one movie I made, my life would be complete. That's what I want in my life, to make a movie with those 3 people. So the answer is James Franco, Felicity Jones, and Leonardo DiCaprio will be the names. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, as always, and if you have any more questions, I'd be willing to answer them in the comments down below. The YouTube comments, just type one in, I'll be sure to get back to you at any time. And I don't have that many fans out there. If you're a fan, just comment that you're a fan, because I don't know how many fans I have. I didn't knew I really had any until about 2 days ago. So thanks so much for watching, and if you want, you can subscribe, like this photo, watch any of my other videos. I love comments. I love comments more than anything, so the best thing you do is just comment in all my videos what you thought. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day, everybody.